I'd like to call a meeting to order for the Economic Development Committee for October 25th. And please rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Kelly, you want to call roll call here? Yeah, you got it?
I think so. Joseph Barry.
Here.
Rob Godoy.
Here.
Emily Warren, absent. Scott Bell.
Here.
John DeYoung.
Here.
Lauren Sustek, absent. Kelly Stoming, here. Joe Wizawati.
Present.
Jason Dravitt, absent. Mike Aurelio, absent.
Thank you very much. You have before you all the minutes from September 27th meeting. Please review them, and if there's any corrections, let me know. Otherwise, I need a motion to approve.
I'll motion to approve.
I'll put a second to that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
That carries. Thank you very much. When this business spotlight was called here, Joe, were they coming, or we're just
We
going
never
to?
got a response back to whether they were going to come or not, so.
Okay. So we do have
The two.
We do have two new businesses coming to town. It's J.C. Litch LLC, paint supplies, I believe, and Top Nail is a nail salon, and we welcome them to St. John. So thank you very much. We're going to need a motion tonight for no meetings for November because of Thanksgiving falling on our dates, and for December for Christmas falling on our dates of our scheduled meetings. So if I can have a motion on those.
I'll motion.
Yep. And do we
I'll
have
second.
have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. Thank you very much. Can you give us an update, Joe, on the 101st and Calumet, the TIF district, on what's going to happen tonight at the board meeting, so the residents kind of know from this committee also,
Yeah.
and then what's happening there?
Tonight, the developer is going to be presenting their developmental, plans on what is, sorry about that, for what is required for the St. John Commons project. Now, here comes Jason to yell at me right now. How about that?
Yeah.
I caught it already, so there. But they will be presenting basically a high-level overview of the project, what the financial responsibilities and such are, and then their infrastructure commitments to getting that project done. We're looking to get that included as part of a tax increment financing district that will allow the developer to recover some costs that they will be putting out on that project, and that's achieved through a development agreement that we're working with the developer on. We do kind of have the dollars in terms of that kind of getting figured out right now. That will be before the council probably next month. But the TIF process is it's a process. There's several steps that go to the Plan Commission, Redevelopment Commission, Town Council, and then back to the Town Council, and so there's a lot of back and forth on that. There's a declaratory resolution that's passed by the three bodies, and then a confirmatory resolution, which is passed by the council, which confirms that the TIF is established. The TIF will be established this year to capture the increment for the entire year, so we don't lose any, opportunities there to capture the increment. The reason we started this process, but the reason we stopped it is because obviously there was new legislation that was considered and approved by the state that allows the TIF districts to include residential areas. So those residential areas are part of the reimagined TIF in the declaratory resolution. So we're changing it, adding the additional residential area to capture the additional increment, which is more beneficial to the town.
Will some of those residential areas get any benefit from this TIF?
Well, any improvements that are done for the TIF directly that qualify for TIF funds benefit the TIF.
Okay.
That's the intent of the
And
TIF.
then will that help our corridor?
Yeah, that will definitely help the corridor, because whatever we decide on as far as a design, TIF dollars, may be eligible for that because it's servicing the TIF area, or the economic development area. is
So
what it's
that's
called.
going to offset that, some of that expense that's going to be spent there on Calumet.
That's correct.
Yeah, so it's a good move.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
that's
Yeah.
coming. The other thing I would say, in terms of, development, we're working to get the Shops 96th Plaza. He's working to get that finalized. We're working with, Mr. Boyer to get the documents finalized so he can get the final plat completed. He already filed the final plat with the county, so they've got the land as a deed of record, and we're just trying to work out some other logistics with him on that. But he's got a 14,000 square foot strip plaza over there, so
Right.
he's looking to get that filled. So a lot of
Any
good things.
tenants yet?
He does have some tenants, however, I don't have that information, so
Yep.
he's kind of, waiting before he announces who those tenants are, but we'll know that in short
And
order.
how about the Chipotle that's coming to town?
Yeah, they've already broke ground, and they're underway on 41, so that's moving right along, so
Good.
glad to see that. I just would like to add as a personal note to say thank you to each and every one of you for, your service this past year. I know we're not having a meeting in November and December now, so just wanted to say thank you, and, thank you for everything that you've done this past year.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Our pleasure. Okay. That kind of covered our town manager's report
Report,
there
yeah.
with what you did there, so thank you very much. The only other thing I would ask you is, it appears that 93rd is still on track for December completion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I'll be reporting on this tonight, but we had a meeting with the general contractor and the engineer for the project, and they will be substantially completed on that. They said by Thanksgiving. There's going to be some side work that needs to get done, but they anticipate final completion as agreed in the contract December 8th, so.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, the residents will really love it when it's
Yeah.
done, so,
Well, will they though?
yeah.
Will they, though?
Okay, I appreciate that. We're going to have committee reports. Anybody have anything to say here?
No reports.
No reports?
None.
Kelly? Scott?
No,
None? Okay. Well, I've been on this committee since the inception, and this is my last year of being on here. As you all know, I'm getting married, so I'm got a wonderful gal that I'm getting married to, Melissa, and we're going to do a little more traveling, and I'm going to focus my time on the 2 furniture stores that I have, but it's been a real pleasure to serve the town and to work with you all here. So I thank you all very much for the courtesy you've always shown me, especially when my wife was so sick and passing. So you guys were terrific to me. So I appreciate all that. So,
Thank you, John.
yeah.
Thanks, John.
So,
Wish you all the best too,
Yeah.
and what you're your new endeavors, and
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see you over at Livio, so.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
But that's really all I had for tonight. We had these couple new businesses that were gonna come, but they didn't respond to you.
They hadn't
so-
responded, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
I asked Anastasia about that today.
all right. Any other comments here? So,
No.
I'll have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that.
I will second that.
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank